So exactly what is blockchain? There are articles all over the internet and there are lots and lots of books talking about blockchain. Blockchain as a technology has been around since the 1990s. It was first used for Bitcoin, which is separate from blockchain, in 2009. So the first thing I want to help differentiate for most people is what is Bitcoin versus what is blockchain. Blockchain is the underlying technology that actually holds all of the information about Bitcoin wallets and about Bitcoin transactions. So when I spend one Bitcoin, it goes from my wallet to the merchant's wallet. So within blockchain, there are records that show that that transfer occurred. Now, the thing about this is interesting is it's a distributed ledger, meaning that there are lots and lots and lots of copies of those transactions. So each blockchain is copied across thousands and thousands of computers, meaning that you can't forge one copy of that ledger without also having to forge and correct or edit all the other thousands and thousands of copies, and that makes it very secure. The second thing about blockchain is it's got cryptography. Now, cryptography is just a fancy way of saying that we're going to actually take data and we're going to maneuver or manipulate that data in a specific way so people can't read it anymore. So a cipher or a crypto or a cryptograph is nothing more than taking data, applying numbers to it in such a way that the data is not readable unless you have the key to unencrypt it, to uncipher it. And that's also built into the blockchain. So I've got distributed and I've got cryptography. And those are the two things that make it interesting. Now, some people will also say that a blockchain is a distributed database. But for people like us that are rookies, maybe we don't even know what a database is. So let me take a different example. The one that I like to talk about is everyone knows at a hotel, there's a hotel register. When you open the hotel register and you sign the hotel register at the end of your stay, you write your name, you write what you thought about the particular hotel, or you might write about individual people that you liked at the hotel, or people you met, or you might even write about restaurants that you like that are in the area. But you're writing in the hotel register and you're writing it in ink. So this does a couple of things. Number one, it's got your signature, it's got your name. Number two, it's written in order, meaning that the person who wrote the entry before you wrote it in date order before the day you came along, and the person who writes after you is writing on the date after, so it's in chronological order. And then what you write can vary. Like I said, you could write the amount you paid, you could write whether or not you liked an individual employee, or you could write information related to nearby restaurants. So that's what's stored in this particular hotel register. Now, if we took that individual register and every time I made an entry, the entry was duplicated in thousands of other registers all around the world, then that would mean that I couldn't come along later and try to edit one register, because all the other thousands of registers would say, oh, wait a minute, it doesn't line up with ours, this one must be false. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I can't really go back and erase an entry, even if I went back and erased it in all 1,000, because that would be changing the order of things, changing the order of the entries, and you can't change the order. So what you need to do is if you want to change your opinion, if you want to change the amount that you spent, you've got to add a new entry to the end. So this concept of a distributed ledger in chronological order that is secure, in this case it's ink versus cryptography, are the fundamental basis for blockchain. I look forward to hearing from you. Ask me more questions. For you as a blockchain rookie, what do you want to know?